Hi guys, welcome back to another John Sinclair TV, back again, and this afternoon I've got Aston Villa fan Joe. Joe, how are you doing, mate?
Great, mate. How about yourself?
I'm fine, not too bad. I mean, the weather's holding out now, stopped raining, thank God, because it's been horrendous for today. And I was coming from my excursions for Newcastle. I've been up there for a week, and I went to Glasgow for 2 days and went IBOX as well. So nice. It's good to be back. Football is back, people. And if you do like the video, like what you see, then please give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to become a member, it's just 99p, and you'll be entered into a draw. And the super chats are open through the thanks option, and also share to your socials as well. So, Joe, football's back, and how do you feel?
I can't wait. It's been a weird probably it's nearly been 2 months now since our season finished, and there's nothing on. I don't watch any TV. It's literally no football, nothing. But I can't wait. I'm just itching to go now. I want the season start today. Forget like 3 weeks time or 4 weeks time today. But yeah, excited, mate. All good.
Absolutely. And you know what? I mean, football's definitely back. We had 2 games against Gateshead last week. We won that. Rangers, we won that as well by the odd goal in 5 and 3 respectively. Yeah, so I mean, last season, give us your breakdown of last season.
So first 3 months were dreadful under Steven Gerrard. Got Emery in, and we became a completely different team. I think that, we won games that under Gerrard we'd have lost quite badly, but he's turned us around. I'm absolutely. When he came in, I weren't expecting where someone said to me when we had Emery come in and said, "You'll finish 7th, you'll get into the Europa Conference League playoffs." I'd have laughed. I generally didn't think we would have done it, but we did. And what a season! What a great. I mean, I'm gutted that we didn't get rid of Gerrard sooner, but he's been fantastic. To be fair, mate, absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, Unai Emery came in, took over, and I thought that. So when he came in, I thought he's got a hell of a job to keep you guys up, and I had absolutely no doubt he'll keep you up because he is a top class manager. So he comes in, and he bought a couple of players in January, as you know. He got you into European football this season coming, and he's done a fantastic job. Now in the summer, this summer, he's brought in some players like Pau Torres, Youri Tielemans. You could be on your way getting Moussa Diaby as well. I mean, First of all, what sort of summer transfer are you having? Are you happy with the business at the moment?
Yeah, very much so. I think Tielemans. I think admittingly, I know some Leicester fans have said that was probably his worst season in a Leicester shirt. But I think you look at the last 4 seasons prior to it, he was magnificent, and I think to get him on a free, he's 26 years old. I just think it was a as soon as he come through, I thought no brainer because he is a very good player. He doesn't, he's been linked with Man United, he's been linked with all sorts ever since, and I just think it's for nothing brilliant. So I'm happy with that one. And the thing is as well, he's coming, but he's not a guaranteed starter. That's great. We need squad depth. That's probably one thing that's probably let us down over the last. I mean, God knows how many years, to be fair, before we was even relegated. But happy with that. Pau Torres, really happy. They played against us in a friendly in December at Villa Park while the World Cup was going on, and he only played about 25. I think he came on last 25 minutes. But he just looked like a completely. He was just so calm on the ball. He good passer, range of passing. Good in the air, and I just think, we've I think Tottenham wanted him. I think Man United have been linked with him and Arsenal, so I think for us to get him as well is fantastic. And then obviously the one with Moussa Diaby, that's what we want. We we want to buy, we want to spend money. We've got the money, spend it. You know, I think like I look back to like when you bought Bruno for 50 million. That's what I said. That's what we need to do. We need to break the transfer. We need to break the record. We want to break our record. Let's get the players in. And it hasn't come out yet, but it looks like it. Near enough looks like it's done. It could be any time now. It could be announced. So he had his medical yesterday. But yeah, I'll be over the moon. He's been looked at by a lot of teams, and I just think for us to get him, because we need that as well. We need competition. We need quality, and he just oozes it. So all in all, mate, absolutely fantastic at the moment.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? So I thought when you better be linked to Pau Torres and Musa Diaby, and I thought you've got to be joking, Ian. They're not going to go to Villa. They want to go to a club and want to play Champions League football. You know what I mean? But fair play to Villa, by the way. I've got your star courses for next season, man. I really have got your star courses because Unai's going to do a fantastic job for you guys. I really, really do. He's gone in there and he's bought the players at the right time. You got all the other players already, like Ollie Watkins, has been fantastic. You got James Ramsey is there as well. I mean, you got Tyrone Mings has improved as well under Unai. I'm not going to lie, he has improved. And then
massively.
you got that good players, Matty Cash as well. I like Matty Cash as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a fine, exciting season for you guys. I mean, season tickets is through the roof.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be. I think it's going to be. This could be probably one of those craziest Premier Leagues ever because I think you've got your Man Cities, Arsenal massively improved. I'm still not sure about Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, because I just think that's just them three teams are a bit mixed for me at the moment because Liverpool are getting new players in. They're losing a lot of players. I think Man United again. They're struggling. They're struggling to buy centre forward, don't they? Kay's not going to go. Kay doesn't look like he's going to go to them. But it's almost like 15 years ago, people jumped to the chance to go to Man United. Now it's like, do we want to do that? But and again, I'll say Tottenham. I could see him finishing outside tops. I could see him finish 8th or below next season because they've got one very very good player, and I don't think he'll be there come end of the transfer window. I think he'll be at Bayern Munich, or I'd even say Man United if Man United get desperate. But it's I think it's huge. It's I think some people have said like if you finish 7th or 8th and you win a cup, that's great. And I said it's great, but I don't want to finish 8th. I want to finish top 4. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna beat Man City or Arsenal up there. We've got to do what you guys did last season. We've got to go up there, upset the apple cart. Like, we've got to do it, and I think we can do it, providing that we probably need a couple more players after DRB. But other than that, I think someone's gonna leave now. I know a couple have already left. But I think honestly, I think next season is going to be absolutely like bouncing for a lot of teams. I think for likes of Villa, Newcastle, Arsenal, Man City, Brighton as well. I think Brighton are way above Tottenham. Mm-hmm. I think we are. I think a lot. And I just think, and no disrespect to Tottenham, but he's not. I don't think that manager's going to be a big difference to him, because it's all right having the great managers, but you've got bone idle players. You ain't going to change anything. So you had some of the best managers in the world. He couldn't deal with that group of players, and so it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. I can't wait, mate. I really can't wait. That's all.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair comment. Right, we've got a match against you guys tomorrow in the Premier League Summer Series. Kick off at 12 a.m. on Monday morning. So whether I'm going to stay up for that game, I don't know. But to think about it, I'll probably watch the highlights instead. And Emery is going to pick two teams. He's going to try different tactics, in my opinion. And he's going to use players like Martinez, Olsen, Mings, Torres, Kamara, Tielemans, Dendoncker, McGinn, Coutinho, and Cameron Archer. They could all feature against us. And Emil Martinez and Robin Olsen going to play 45 minutes each. And Matty Cash is set to start as well. That's called Birmingham Mail as well. So how do you think that Unai Emery is going to go into the game against Newcastle? And is it going to be a competitive game, or it's just going to be for fitness?
It's going to be both. Obviously we've got used on the first game of the season. I don't think he wants to give. I think both teams will be kind of like, we're not going to give away how we play against you first game of the season in the league. So Emery might just take it as, I'm just going to give everyone 45 minutes each, and just whatever happens, happens. But I think I think both managers won't dwell on the result, because at the end of the day, it's a friendly. It's not. There's nothing up for grabs. So I think he's just going to give him game time. He'll definitely try different tactics. I think the high line is it's too high, because it's. I think the Brighton game, and the Spurs games, we caught them offside, both teams offside a lot, but like I think a couple of times against Brighton, the players actually broke the line and got through, and I think it's one of them where I think he's got to be quite wary now, because teams are going to know now what to do against us. But teams still try it, and they still don't get past us. So I think it's just one of them where he's sticking to it, which is great. He's going to try. I think he's going to try quite a few things. I think he needs to. He's got to get a feel. He needs to find out his best 11. That's been our problem under Dean Smith, Steven Gerrard. We didn't have a best 11. They couldn't chop and change. So I think that's what he wants. And I think he wants to find his best 11, unless they're suspended or injured. He wants that to be his starting 11 every game. So yeah, we'll see what happens though. Anyway.
Yeah. Absolutely. To play in America, it gives our clubs exposure as well, because we've got Dan Eales. He's our chief executive at Newcastle United, and he's always wanted to do this to get our team to play in America, so we can make it big in America. So it's your team as well. I would have loved to be there this year, but unfortunately, it's the timing. So next year, if we do play in America, I want to be there as well, have an experience as well before it's too late. But yeah, we also got Brighton and Chelsea as well. It's going to be a competitive game as well. Our game against Villa is a sellout, I believe. And in my opinion, I think it's going to be competitive. I think it's going to be fun. And I think Ed's going to use two teams as well, in my opinion. So Joe Linton's visa issue's been sorted out. A lot of people said that he's not going to make it because of that. And Harvey Barnes is yet to sign for us yet. And ASM looks like to be on his way. And from our team, have you been impressed with our team in the summer business? We've done some. Harvey Barnes will come in soon. Sandro Tonali came for £52 million from AC Milan. And we're after Livramento for Southampton as well. Are you impressed with our business at the minute?
Yeah. I think Tonali's a very good signing. I think that's what Newcastle need. I think they need someone to just sit in front of that defence and just say, Bruno, Joe Linton, go do what you want. I've got this, and and I think that's great. And I think that tries to swivel round with Maddison, because a lot of people said, "Oh, Maddison chose Spurs over Newcastle," but I personally think that Newcastle just said, after they signed Tonali, I think they just said to Maddison, "Yeah, we don't want you now. Sorry." He's a luxury player, and I think in the Champions League and in the Premier League, you can afford to have probably one. But if you have someone like Maddison, I think he just doesn't suit the way Newcastle want to play. He doesn't work hard. He's not strong. But I think Tonali's a great signing. I think that's a fantastic signing. That's what Newcastle need. With Barnes, brilliant. I wanted him. If we weren't going for Diaby, I'll be saying to Barnes, come to us. We'll have you. But great signing for Newcastle. 38. I think it's 38 million or something. Yeah. That's I think he's 24, 25 years old. He was probably their best player last season under difficult circumstances, but I think he's going to be worth every penny. And I think that will obviously with that most likely, obviously you said earlier about St. Maximin, that obviously means he's on his way, but he's on his way out, which is sad really, because as much as I hate him playing against us, because he absolutely tears us a new one every time, I loved watching him play. such a he just terrors. Just whoever he plays against on the left wing, that right back, they are crapping themselves when he gets the ball and runs at them. It's just it must be terrifying how quick he is and his footwork. But it's I wouldn't say the Saudi league's taking over, but it's not far off now, unfortunately. They're just signing. They're just going for anyone, aren't they now? I mean, there's coming out today that apparently one of the clubs that I think the club that Moussa Diaby's been linked with, I think they're ready to put in a bid for Mbappe. So it's not what we want in football. We don't want that league taking. But anyway, that's for another time. And Livramento, I like him. I think he was out. Did he have a cruciate? He had a serious injury, didn't he?
Yeah, basically what it is, I mean, basically, like he only had 2 games. I think it's this season. The last season he did all right, but this season he had 2 games, and yes, he had a cruciate ligament. Yeah, and Southampton now asking £40 million. And if I'm honest with you, I wouldn't pay that at all. When you look at players like Bruno G, 35 million quid. Joe Linton, 40 million, yeah, before he got fantastic, yeah. Stone Botman, 35 million quid, yeah. And they really asking to pay 40 million quid? I'll chuck him right in the face there then if that's the case. And if that's not going to happen, I would just say, you know what? Deal's dead. I'd rather go for Giovanni Di Lorenzo for Napoli and I'll pay less for him as well. And it's just one of the title of Napoli, do you know what I mean? But 40 million quid for a championship player, I think that's an utter disgrace, I'm telling you. And I think Southampton Football Club, I'm sorry, you're just being a bit greedy. You got one unhappy player there. It may not be 140 million. If you look at it, James Maddison, Leicester wanted 60 million from us, yeah? We pulled out. Spurs come in, accepted 40 million quid. Do the patterns, Joe? They want us to pay Newcastle tax. And we are not going to get fixed at all whatsoever.
Yeah. The thing is, those clubs that like the Villa, the Man Cities, they know that we've got money to spend. And we do, to a point. We can't spend too much without selling. Otherwise, fair play comes into it. But it's a £40 million for a right back who's hardly played. And the thing is, I mean, he's a good player. I do like him because I think he was at Chelsea prior. But you don't want to be paying £40 million. He has one game and then his cruciate goes again, and you're done. Then But again, it's Southampton will do. They've done it with us with James Ward-Prowse. I think when we wanted him a couple of years ago, they wanted 50 to 60 million. And jokingly, when obviously they went down this season, I turned around and goes, the best thing is no one's going to go for him because we don't need him. Does he get into Man United's midfield? No. Does he get into Chelsea's midfield? No. Does he get into Liverpool's? No. Does he get into Arsenal's? No. I said he's probably going to have to stay at Southampton next season because there's no one's going to pay 35 million plus for him. And I've said it to a few people, and they don't agree with me. I think he's just a glorified free kick taker. I just think that's him. I don't see anything special about him when he plays. When he has set pieces and penalties, fantastic. But I generally think general play, I just look at him and go, nah, you're right, thanks. You're a good very good set piece taker, but you're not. And the thing is, the worrying thing is for him is that I've heard no transfer stories with him this summer. I've heard no one coming. I've heard no Sky Sports, Talk Sports saying so and so is interested in James Ward-Prowse. There's nothing. So that pretty much makes him. He must think that I can't be that good then, can I? If no one wants me, but yeah.
The thing is, Joe, he's 28 years of age, 29 in November, and I've been doing what that stupid amounts of money. Good luck with that, because I'll tell you something now, right? They're not going to get that sort of money to championship players, and people have to understand as well. And we are not going to get fleeced. I mean, Harvey Barnes, okay. I said I'll take a punt on this guy, 32 million quid market value. At the end of the day, we're going to get him 38 mil. And you touched on Alan Maximin as well. I mean, it's going to be off to Saudi on a 3-year contract for around 25 million quid, 30 million euros. I mean, as a Villa fan, are you surprised that we're letting him go? Or do you think Eddie's done the right thing here?
I think I'm 50-50 with both, John. I think I can see why Eddie Howe's getting gone. I think Eddie's probably looked at it thinking, he's probably saw because he's had very mixed probably 12, 18 months with injuries. But again, look aside, you can't do anything about injuries. They do. And the thing is, it's always like hamstring injuries with him, and he's explosive. We had the same problem with Bailey. When Bailey exploded and ran, he was pulling his hamstring up he was pulling up every time. And I said, that's the thing with St. Maximin now. And I think Eddie Howe's kind of wary thinking. However long he's got left on his Newcastle contract, I don't know whether it's a year, 2 years, and maybe 3 years. So maybe he's bought Harvey Barnes and then probably had a conversation with him, because I don't think Eddie Howe's one of those horrible managers saying, I don't want you anymore. He's probably said, look, you'll be part of our squad next season, but you're not going to be a starter. And he's probably said, I'll look at my options then. And obviously this Saudi option, I'm gutted. I'm gutted he's going there, because I think someone at his age currently, his ability, his skill, I think, surely you should be looking at some what a competitive league, not that league, because that league's just a bit of it's a glorified, it's like a glorified Super League. That's what it is to me, because they're just throwing. I mean, Jordan Henderson, $700,000 a week apparently he's going to be on. That's horrendous. That's like someone said to me it was 3 times what he's on at Liverpool, and someone was saying, he's on about 230 at Liverpool, and I thought, well, $700,000 for a 32, 33-year-old whose legs have gone. But I mean that kind of thing, John. Him at his age, 32, 33, go for it. Go do it for 12 months. Do it for 12 months, earn big money, come back. Possibly go back to Sunderland, where you came from. That's probably works for someone like him. But anyone under the age of 30 should not be going to that league, in my opinion.
I've got to kind of agree, because I'm going to have to kind of agree. Look at Mitrovic. He said he don't want to play for Newcastle, for Fulham. Ever again. He don't want to play for them ever again, because they put a 52 million price tag on him, and he was absolutely furious. Marco Silva could be on his way to the Saudi, and Mitrovic is going to go with him as well, apparently. But if that's the case, and if this is Palina, I think Fulham being banging trouble this season for me. But again, that's for another day. But how do you expect Unai Emery to play? I've asked that question anyway. But where do you think you're going to be finishing at the end of the season? Where do you think your prediction is, and where do you think Newcastle's going to be finishing as well?
So I'm going to say, so I think we'll finish 6th potentially, but it could be higher. I don't want to say 4th and then we finish bloody 12th or something. So I'm going to go with 6th. I think that's probably that'll be good. That's still doing better than last season. So as long as it's above 7th, but I'll probably say 5th or 6th for us. I'll probably go Newcastle 4th or 5th potentially. To me, to be fair, I mean, Man City, they're going to be up there. No one's beating them to the league. Arsenal won't do it again. They'll do exactly what they've done last season. They'll do really well, and then second half of the season they'll fall apart, and Man City will just walk it in again. So I think Man City are just going to be up there. I think Arsenal will be 2nd, 3rd, but it's the other teams, John. It's the Tottenhams, the Chelseas, the Man Uniteds, the Liverpools. I don't know what they're going to be like, because I don't look at like player for player those teams. I don't look at them and go, "Oh, you're scary." Like Man United haven't got a centre forward still. Chelsea are just selling everyone just to stop getting done by financial fair play. Tottenham are just Tottenham. Liverpool are just I'm a bit like, their midfield. You've essentially getting rid of Henderson, Fabinho. You've got rid of a lot of strength there, and McAllister and the Hungarians, Zalabi or whatever his name is, very good technical players, but they're not strong. They're not physical. And I said they could. And to be fair, last season Liverpool, their defence was horrific, and I'm really surprised they've not bought either another right back or another centre half, because Alexander Arnold's not a right back. Centre half and to be fair, I think Virgil van Dijk's probably been quite poor for them recently. That's probably 12, 18 months. So I think they've got to. I think that's what they need to prioritise now, because otherwise they could well be. Because I look at it and I just look at. I look at Diaby. Hopefully he signs for us very soon. I could see him going against Alexander Arnold, and I just think Alexander Arnold, I would have nightmares. I don't think he could deal with him, and I just think they need to. Those clubs, not their transfer business. All those clubs at the moment, I'm kind of like, McAllister's a good player. I do like him. That's Zalabi. I've not seen a lot of him. I've seen a bit of him. I think he played against England for Hungary, and I think he scored. But it'll be interesting. I think Man City are linked with that Leipzig defender, that Croatian Gvardiol or something. But it looks like, but I think something's hit a snag with that. I don't know if it's to do with the transfer fee or something. Because I think they want like 100 million, because I think they've turned around and said he's the best centre half in the world currently. So, we'll see.
We'll see what happens on that one. You see what happens on that one. Yeah. And one final question, because I will ask everyone else as well. And it's going to be an exciting season. We talked about league position as well. Give us your key player we've got to watch out for this season.
Key who? Sorry.
It's going to be your key player. Key player for you this season. What we've got to watch out for
this season. It's so currently, I'd say Kamara. If we get Diaby, it will be Diaby, because I think Diaby looks. He does look very exciting. He's got that Saint Maximin aura about him. He gets the ball and he just runs at you, and no fear. So I look at Kamara. I think he's one. I think he had a good season last season when he was fit, but he had some injuries, and I think that. And I was gutted, to be fair, because I think he's been magnificent. I think he made a couple of mistakes in the season where he's doubled on the ball, took out possession. Then I think Leicester done one when Maddison scored against us. I think he got tackled on the edge of the box and they scored. But I think he's been massive for us. I just think Kamara now stays fit this season. I think he'll be huge for us. I think massively.
Yeah, because Kamara, I think this guy's going to be really good on his second season. Like you said, he has a good season. I think he's going to be texting stopping as well, but we'll see what happens. Listen, that'll be it for now, Joe, and do half an hour for the opposition view, and it's been fantastic. Would you like to shout out to the socials? Socials is Joe AVFC 92, and that's on Twitter, yeah.
That's on Twitter, yes, yeah.
Fantastic. Don't go out and rudely backstage. And the link's in the description as well. And if you just follow him, and that'll be put in. And guys, thank you very much for watching the opposition view of the Premier League summer series between Newcastle and Aston Villa. It's a match preview. And if you like the video or like what you watch, then please make sure you drop a like, hit the subscribe button as well. Numbers going up on a daily basis. And if you'd like to become a member, it's just 99p. And if you do enter as a membership, then you enter in the competition as well. And then you'll be able to win £50 worth of vouchers, and that's from the Newcastle United club shop as well. So please consider becoming a subscriber, and lots of things will come on, be sure, very soon. And thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you back with the next one. And as always, away the lads, and watch what you do.